How's it going, guys? A little better this time around, getting this video put together. We're coming back this week with another custom build. As I stated in the closing of last week's video, we are back with customizing a high-grade Shenlong Gundam from Gundam Wing. And here's a short little look at it. Hopefully it's in focus. If not, you will see it in B-roll footage. This was, again, like I said, this was another kit painted in support of another good friend. It's for a charity project, if you will, or a charity raffle. My good friend Calvin, he asked me and a few of his other fellow builders to paint a Gundam Wing kit in the 1/144th scale variety in support of a charity. He plans to put these all together and ultimately raffle them off. I'll definitely be sharing more updates as that comes to full fruition, but just wanted to share this, help drive some excitement for it. And yeah, let's get into some of the colors not some of the colors, let's get into the colors we used. So for this one, we used, for the white that we used on this one, I actually used just the Hobby Mio Mecha white color. And then this turquoise color that you see on the chest armor, the feet, and obviously on the shoulder armor as well. We used, this is a Gaia Notes color. It's called the Container Blue. Obviously a little bit more on the turquoise or teal color spectrum to my eyes, but it's still a very pretty color. And then for the gloss color that you see here, this metallic color, it's another color shift from the Scale Modeler Supply SMS paints. This is called the Cosmos. It's a mixture of purple, a little bit of green, so just a couple in purples and greens under there. So that's kind of the color that you're going to see here. And like I've said before, this gets sprayed over a black base coat, and then you spray the color shift over it, depending on warm light, cool light, and as well as the angles. That kind of tells you what kind of color is going to stand out most, based on how that type of lighting is going to hit it. And then the light purple that we used here, this was a splash paint. It's just a mecha purple, so obviously it's just a nice little light purple. And then for the eyes, we just used a Gaia Notes fluorescent yellow. It's on the dragon head as well, and the Gundam eyes itself. I failed miserably with documenting painting footage for this one. I just a little pressed for time, and I unfortunately just through some own personal goof ups, had some of my own setbacks, and just it just really added to the time this kit took, and it took much longer than it needed to. Again, totally my mistake. I was just a little too cocky trying to get through it with thinking that it's a 1/144th scale. I can breeze through this all day long. Well, I kept messing up. I missed some parts. Some of the layering or the efforts at shading didn't go as planned, so I had to redo some of the parts. So ultimately, we got this as best as we could. Now, I think it turned out rather great. I'm excited with how it came out. And so, without further ado, let's roll it over to some of the final assembly footage and some B-roll footage of just overviewing the kit. And again, we'll get out of here with some closing thoughts. So let's cue to that. Here we are, the final assembly. I've left all this stuff alone to make sure I got this part on camera as a bit of mild redemption, since I completely failed to put anything together as far as painting footage for this goes. It was just a rough go, some unforced mental errors, unfortunately, so I don't really have any good excuse for that as to why those errors happened, just unforced on my part. But we persevered, we got through it, and here we are. We're at the final stage here to where this thing is finally finished, and we'll get to ship it off to its final home. But some of the vibes I was going for when painting this was just trying to channel some of those Middle Eastern Asian vibes with the container blue using that, like kind of tealish or turquoise color, and using the light purple and that color shift that looks a lot more purple to the eye. Just really trying to channel some of those types of vibes in a way. And obviously just I love using purples where I get opportunities to use them too. So that's another that's another reason too. But I think this one turned out rather cool. It's definitely been quite a while since I've painted a high grade kit. So painting at this smaller scale, maybe that's part of what happened. Maybe some of that just threw me for a loop. But all in all, it's finally painted here and assembled. So we're gonna get this together to put it on the turntable for some B-roll shots here, and yeah, we'll get out of here with some closing thoughts, guys. Alrighty, well, there you have it, guys. That's the final assembled product that we got put together here. Like I said, just to bring it up again, this was done in support of a friend, and I will actually be shipping this off to Calvin so that he can have them all ultimately together. I'll be sure to go back and update this video description with the necessary pinned information, so that way if you want to take part in taking part in this charity raffle, you can have a chance to win this one among the other kits that were painted, because I believe it's going to be raffled off as a complete set. I'll put like a pinned comment or update the description as necessary with all the right information. So anybody that's interested in winning that and supporting a good cause, because it's in support of pediatric cancer, so obviously always a good cause to support support children, especially those in need, especially children that are suffering or needing help with cancer treatment and things like that. So kind of hard to not be able to get behind a cause like that. So all in all, closing thoughts: high grade Shenlong. It's a cool kit. It's definitely got some cool stuff going on for it, and it's definitely a very welcomed addition to finally complete the Gundam Wing high grade line. I tend to lean more towards 1/100th, so most times I'm painting master grades or building those. That's just my personal preference. I have nothing bad to say really about high grade kits, but like I said in the voiceover for some of the assembly, I just wanted to give this some mild, like almost like Middle Eastern Asia kind of vibes. I don't know. That's kind of where I was like, my mind was with the that container blue and that light purple, just kind of putting those together to do that. And again, purples, I always try to find a chance to use them where I can. So that's kind of where I was going with that. That was kind of mildly the inspiration for it. All in all, it's a cool kit. Obviously, I'm sure better folks on here can give you a better review of the kit itself. From a painting standpoint, it's a high grade. It's nice and easy. It's plenty easy to paint. So not really too many pinch points if you really want to get into painting this one. It's just like any other high grade, honestly. You're not going to have a lot of problems with it. To close this out, next week we're probably going to get into discussing a snap build that I've been working on too. A mild kit review, I guess I would call it. I don't feel like kit reviews are going to be a regular thing on here, just because I feel like I'm not fast enough when it comes to getting those out there, slapping the videos together and getting it out online. I mean, at least I'm not at a place right now where I'm fast enough with that. I think some other channels probably do a better job at that than myself, but hopefully I can maybe just offer a different perspective on those, like maybe talk a bit more about some of the experience, or like the how I view it when I am thinking about, okay, what am I going to do when I go back and paint this? So that's probably what we're going to look forward to next week. I also wanted to say thanks for watching the video last week, the F91 Master Grade. That was a longer one. Hopefully I got this one down a little bit shorter, a little bit more concise. Thanks for being here, guys, and we'll see you for the next one.